can see the hard liquor in front of you and all the spices, so you know what time it is. It's time for DJ to infuse the booze. Hell yes, and what booze are you going to infuse today, you say, DJ? Today we're going to infuse some rum, and we're going to make Admiral DJ's Spice Infused Rum. Now you're saying, DJ, you can buy spice rum anywhere. Why don't you go get a little Captain Morgan, a little Kraken, or something like that? Hell no. Why? Because those rums lack complexity of spice flavor. The rums are okay, and yeah, they taste like vanilla and a little bit of clove, but I want more out of a spice rum when I make my mixed drinks. I want some complexity, and I want to serve somebody up I'm making a mixed drink for, something that has sort of that like taste of an artisanal touch put onto that rum, and that's something extra, and that's what makes mixed drinks and pure mixologists that are making like awesome higher end cocktails, that's what makes all the difference. The compounding ingredients are what create the end product that's awesome. So this drink, as you can see, has got a freaking boatload of ingredients in it, but it doesn't take a whole lot of them to make a big effect. First, we've got some select rum here from Bacardi, a little bit darker than gold. I like it. It has a nice medium complexity of flavor, so it doesn't take over the other spices, and it takes on all these awesome flavors we're going to talk about in a second here. So in this, we're going to put vanilla bean, cardamom pod, anise seed, allspice, fresh ground nutmeg, orange peel, cinnamon stick, clove, all these big flavors we're going to integrate into this with a little bit of ginger as well, just to make that taste extra special, multi-dimensional, and lovely. So I'm going to go divvy these up, the ones that I'm going to toast, all these dry spices as well as the vanilla bean. I'm going to toast those up, and I'll show you that toasting, and then I'm going to show you how we basically put it in the jar and start the infusion process, and we're going to go through it step by step. I'll put all the ingredients down in the notes section, ratios, amounts, all that good stuff, happy things you want to see to make it easy for you, and we're going to get started, and I'll be back in a flash for the toasting process. Okay gang, here we've got our ingredients to toast. We have cardamom pods, vanilla bean, we've got a cinnamon stick, some black peppercorns, freshly ground nutmeg, anise seeds, some allspice berries, and some cloves. We're just going to put these in the pan. We're going to toast them up, and I'll be back when we're done toasting these and we're ready to go. We'll be back in a flash. Okay gang, I'm back. As you saw in the previous segment, we toasted up all of our dry spices ready to go in our jar. I prepared 500 mils, as you can see here, 500 milliliters of rum, or approximately 2 1/8 cups of rum, just over 2 cups, because that's about how much, spiced rum that I want. And I've also prepared our orange zest. This is zest of about a half of orange. It's only the zest with no pith in there. And then we've got a couple, I'd say probably 3 dime-sized slices, maybe slightly bigger, of ginger. You want to be careful with the ginger because it can take over the flavor of your rum. So let's start by putting our dry ingredients in. In here we've got our vanilla bean, our cinnamon stick, our allspice berries, we've got our black pepper, we've got our cardamom pods, we have our cloves, and we also have our nutmeg. So that's all going to go into our happy jar here. Get it all in, scrape it down there. Oh, and also our anise seed is in there as well. So now we're going to put our sort of wet infusing ingredients in. We're going to take and put our orange zest in. As you can see, this is very technical stuff. You got to have like a bartending degree or be a master mixologist to do this stuff, right? As if. Anyways, now we have our 500 milliliters of rum. We're going to pour that right into our infusing vessel here. This is a 1 liter vessel. I like this size because you can get a lot of stuff done with it. You can put a full 750 ml bottle in here if you want to infuse, and it's super easy to do. So we've got all of our rum in there, nice and happy. We're going to close up the top of the jar. Going to give it a bit of a swirl. You don't have to shake it too aggressively. Now, we're going to put this in a dark place like a closet, or if you got someplace in the basement or something where the light's not going to get to it. We're going to let this sit for 2 to 4 days. Now, you're going to determine how spicy and how infused you want your rum to be with these flavors. You're going to open it up. After a couple days, you're going to smell it and maybe taste it. Of course, that's the fun part, tasting it now, isn't it? And see if it's to your specification. I'm going to do the same, and I'll be back in 2 to 4 days and let you know how our rum here, now that it's all happy in the jar with its spice friends, how it's tasting, and we'll be back with displaying the finished product, bottling up, and all that fun stuff. For you, I'll be back in a flash. Cheers! Okay gang, I'm back. 3 days have passed and our rum is smelling awesome right now. I just popped it open a minute ago to take a smell, make sure we're ready, but you can see The smell is awesome. I don't have smell vision, but I can show you what the rum looks like. It's darkened up a little bit. I'd say that's probably from the vanilla in there and the clove and the allspice maybe, but probably mostly the vanilla. Almost all the color's been sapped out of those orange peels in there, so man, this stuff is going to taste awesome. As you can see, I've got my filtering implements out here, so it's time to filter this loveliness down, get it all nice and clear and beautiful. I will do that. I'll get it in the bottle here for you, and I'll be back when I get that job done, because I don't think you need to see me putting the filter in here and doing some of this stuff and pouring it out and seeing what we get, right? That's kind of boring. So I'm going to get this task done, but if you have interest, we've got metal strainer here, coffee filter, metal mesh coffee filter, and this seems to work really well for me, and I've been using it for years. Gets the job done, simple and cheap, don't need anything super special. So, like I said, I'll be back in a flash, and we'll have some beautiful liquid in the bottle. See you then. Okay, gang, before we filter our lovely infused rum here, I just want to give you a little closer look. As you can see, it's darkened up a little bit from the vanilla and the clove and the cardamom and all that good stuff in there. And I smelled it. It's ready to go. And we're going to get to our filtering now. But like I said, I just want to give you a little look of how it is. And you can see all the orange peel in there has been bleached out by the rum, sapping it of all its loveliness. So now time to get to that filtering and show you what the product looks like bottled after we get that done. Hey guys, I'm back. As you can see, we got our lovely elixir all filtered and gorgeous. Look at this, guys. Look at that lovely mahogany brown color. It's crystal clear when I hold it up to the light. That's just gorgeous. Tons of ruby hints and everything coming through there. I think it probably darkened up a whole shade from the rum that I put in there after, you know, the vanilla and everything being on it. But take a look at it in the shot glass here, guys. Get a little bit better look. Just a beautiful, beautiful, I guess, really dark amber, like clover honey kind of color. Man, let's get an aroma on this and see what up in the smell department, because this looks all pretty, but if it doesn't taste good, this wasn't worth it, now was it? Let's see what we got. Man, vanilla, caramel, oak, cinnamon, the pepperiness from the black peppers in there, the like a bit of like a minty freshness and licorice coming from the cardamom. The citrus zest is in there, man, coming through strong, that orange. Man, and then you get a nutty kind of almost smokiness from that nutmeg. And a spicy bite from that clove. Wow, I'm ready to get a taste of this and dive into real spiced rum, not like the vanilla bean dunked stuff like you get with Captain Morgan. Cheers, guys. Yeah. That's smooth. That is a flavor explosion. I mean, the cardamom, the cinnamon, the allspice and everything, man, the clove, the vanilla, it's all there. This is like 50 times the flavor that you get out of Captain Morgan, man. This is just freaking delicious. Now, if it's too intense for you, say you left it in your, little infusing vessel like 5 days and you said, oh damn, that's too long. Well, guess what? That's one of the reasons that I make 500 mils at a time, because if I want to fill the rest of this bottle up and I want to cut it with some of my rum that I use my, base of, like special gold or darker rum, I'll cut it with that. And you can put a little bit in, shake it up, taste it, a little bit in, shake it up, taste it. That process isn't too bad. I like tasting rum, and obviously you probably do too since you're watching this video. But you can cut it and you can make it the product you want. That's why we make a little bit less in the bottle here when we do it. And it's just a really great thing to make yourself. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying the spiced rum, and you get a product that tastes really good. And when you put this in the mixed drink, the flavor profile that comes out of the mixed drink that you add this into is just exponentially bigger, just like the flavor of this is exponentially bigger. So, real easy. Like I said, always say, I put all the instructions, all the ingredients down in the notes section here. Easy as 1 to 10 or however many instructions and ingredients it becomes, but really super simple and easy to do. If you guys try this, let me know what you think. And for this point, you know what? I'm going to kick back and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this wee dram of rum here. Shout out to my good buddy Danny, aka So Fucking Drunk. You should try to make this, my brother, after your Highland March or walk, whatever you call it. You will like this. So, till the next DJs BrewTube, thanks a million to each and every one of you guys watching my, liquor how-to here, or infusing the booze like I like to do. Until then, I got nothing for you but a big thank you to each and every one of you for watching. And remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button. Until then, I'm gonna kick back and enjoy this here lovely spiced rum, and I'm gonna give you what? Oh, that's right, a piece.